They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Breeze going to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw is Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Gun.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Alex Okafor in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, the veteran Ted Ginn. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
21.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Ready. You ready?
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Got it.
On 1st down, Breeze. And Thomas has it. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Easy. Level. Right there.
Breeze now on 1st down. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Anzalone in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 2nd down, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Caught by Sanu. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Ryan. Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Ryan. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
21.
Breeze now on first down. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
You got him. You got him. You got him. Kill. Ready. Yellow lady. Left. Okay.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Fielding just inside the 20. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 23 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Sanu. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again, Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Hey, two. Over. 0-2. You can't block me. You can't block me. 21. 36. Okie. Got it. Stay open.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Looking here for Smith downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Ready. You ready? We got 3.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Yes. Ready. You 90.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
21. 11.
Throwing now is Breeze. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's 2nd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready. You ready? 12. Ready, my second.
Here's Breeze to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Hey, easy. Ready. You ready? You in shot. Ready, my shot.
Now Breeze. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to walk one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Ryan. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep for Julio. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Tuesday.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4. Down. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure If something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
11, 21, 21.
On second down, here's Breeze. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Breeze now on first down. Over the middle to Smith. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Breeze. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Play action, Ryan. He's going to air one out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Ryan on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll toss it to Coleman. And some space here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's go.
Now it's Ryan. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They go play action now. Ryan. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. He can run for it, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Got it.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, These pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch 9. Ready. Yeah, we're waiting. Got it. 20 seconds.
Shotgun now for Breeze. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately,
the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space.
This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
12.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 59 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Here we go.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Ready. Waiting. Under.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Hard throw, incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Good. 5-4, ready.
Now Breeze got to have this one. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the foul. Defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Looking deep for Julio. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Ryan. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Smith. And that one results in 35 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
11.
On first down, Brees. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Brees to throw on second down. Smith catches left side. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Ready? You waiting? Waiting, one second.
Brees now on first down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady.
Play action. Breeze. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
And his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Got it.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. That's caught. It's Thomas. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a 1st down as well. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On the keeper, it's Breeze. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And he puts it through. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
This is Coleman. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Ryan wants to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it running right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Breeze now on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
11.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
11. Ready. You waiting? 11. Under. Hey, two. Monday. Okay. Waiting, what's that?
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cameron Meredith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They